Oh.
Yeah. All right, and they're off. Wow, that was way quicker than I thought it was going to be. Well, you might have noticed as well that we do have two different languages here. They're both Chinese, but I think SpeZy is running on traditional and Zach is on simplified. I couldn't tell. But yeah, whoever is running on traditional is going to be saving a total of 11 frames. So pretty awesome, pretty awesome.
I thought it was 7.
Is it 7? Well, if that's the case, then even more funny. Yeah, traditional Chinese is on the right. Okay, yeah, so SpeZy is using traditional. Yeah, okay.
We all know that the real reason traditional Chinese is better is because the text says "you got a moon" instead of Chinese.
Oh, wow. Okay, that scared me. I thought he died. Okay, he's all right. He's all right. And yeah, like you were saying, it's really easy to. Oh. Wait, hold on. Well, Zach taking a bonk. So what I was gonna say is, like you're saying, it's really easy. He's good. He's good.
Okay.
The bridge comes up. The bridge comes up. He's fine. But Jesus, as you were saying early on, it is very easy to tilt in this game. So I'm just really hoping that these early mistakes are not going to get to either of these runners, and they're going to be able to keep going. Like we see SpeZy here nailing water roll. So obviously the early bonk not really doing much to him. He's still keeping it together. That's what you like to see.
Yeah.
Although Zach is out to an early lead here out of cap.
Yeah. Nothing is really a lead until like late in the game, just because there's so many potential run killers.
Yeah. Also, we're seeing double ground pound left side, which is
both of them going for left side.
Yeah.
Wait, Zach goes for left side at 105. That's
yeah. What I was gonna say is I remember when I started doing vault left side in 2018. People thought I was dumb and that it was slow, and then Tyrone timed it, and it was pretty much the same speed. So yeah. Basically, if you can't do triple jump left side, then vault is a very good alternative. Like, I have a mid 216 gold using vault left side. It's not the end-all be-all if you can't do triple jump. I'd recommend messing around with vault for people at any level if you ever want to try left side. But yeah, we have about a 1 second lead here for Zach out of cap. 1 to 2 seconds. Synced up cutscene skips, just one cutscene behind for SpeZy there.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if either of them tried 2D DSS.
2DSS? Yeah, getting a little ahead of yourself there. Yeah, I mean...
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. 105 runners doing 2DSS. That would be huge. That would be huge. That would actually be just, like, the most insane play I've ever seen in an SMO tourney. If, like, someone with worse than a sub-hour, even like a 58, went for 2DSS. It'd be kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, both doing the end scope, as expected. SpeZy with the swag spin throw. Love to see that. Yeah, Yeah, I wanted to say earlier that the real benefit of traditional Chinese isn't the 7 or 11 frames. It's really the mental support from the game telling you that you got a moon.
Yeah.
Instead of a bunch of Chinese characters that very few people understand, if any.
The second one in the "You Got a Moon" text in Chinese kind of looks like an Among Us character too. So I mean, it's like you really gotta hold back with that one. Very few people understand Chinese, quote Sada. Well, it's not what he meant at all, but yeah. Okay, so SpeZy is now in the lead, coming out of Madame Brood. So definitely saved a bit of time back over Zach in the beginning of Cascade Kingdom there. overall, I don't know what DSTA offset these runners were using because there was the sync at the beginning, so I'm not exactly sure, but I think both of them should be fine. Ooh, SpeZy taking the bonk on the pebble there. That is unfortunate. And with that, Zack is going to be ahead. Out of Cascade. By only about a second again. SpeZy not very happy with the bonk, spamming the capture taken button, which is, you know, fair. Yeah, both of these runners should be able to make their DSTA cycles without a, DSTA, window without any issues. 5:45 for Zack, 5:47 for SpeZy. Only about 2 seconds of difference coming out of Cascade, which is what you love to see. Both runners, being able to keep up with each other, which is nice. And, yeah, going to Sand Kingdom now. Trying to think of what to look out for in Sand, because I assume both of these runners are going to be doing the same Sand route, since they're both doing DSCA, and I doubt we're going to see a reverse town. I doubt we're seeing a reverse town coming out from pretty much anyone in the B division, honestly. But let's see. Zack rolling down here. Gonna be throwing the seed in the pot. Alright, just doing some standard movement there.
Wait, did SpeZy not plant the seed?
SpeZy didn't plant the seed.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because he's definitely fast enough to make the DSTA cut. So.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. So never mind. There is a sand route difference.
Oh, SpeZy can't do DSTA because of parental controls. Is what
oh my god, that's so sad. I'm sorry for laughing.
God damn it, SpeZy's parents.
Dude, holy seconds. Oh my god. Bro. I need to, like, someone needs to give me his dad's number. I need to yell at him really quick. Like, oh, no, okay. Taking that side flip way too fast. That capture after the side flip there way too fast. Coming up on the archway, and that is gonna cost him just simply because of the fact that if you try to go too fast there, sometimes Cappy just goes to the left. And I don't even know why. It's not because of the coin, because I've had it happen without the coin there. So Cappy is honing in on some random ass object, and I have no idea what it is. Also, yeah, SpeZy missing Dram. Oh, taking a bonk on the backup as well. Wait, his parents are fine now, but they forgot the code? Oh my god, that's even worse. That's actually terrible.
Wait, SpeZy not doing, like, if you're not doing DSTA, I think that
what's going on here? I am...
Yeah, I just completely got lost.
There's a lot of mistakes happening right now.
I think Zack may have missed a Dram. That's the only reason he would be going for that movement.
Yeah, for sure.
What interests me more is SpeZy, since he doesn't do DSTA,
he's just doing the Sphinxless route, the old Sphinxless route, where you or maybe he does Sphinx, but it's looking like Sphinxless. Actually, no, I don't. Is it Sphinxless? Because
it's Sphinxless.
Yeah, he got the bird at the beginning. Yeah. Never mind. I forgot he got the bird.
But if you're not getting the Seed Moon, it would be a little faster to grab the crate a little later. You could do a
crate.
Yeah, because you could do because instead of getting the crate before recapturing the bullet like SpeZy did, what you could do is there's a ground pound jump that you could do all the way to the crate from the pipe. Mm-hmm. And that's a little bit fast. That's a bit faster than what SpeZy's doing, but obviously it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, that thread that you're talking about is used in the current dark side route. So there's that even though that is like a non-DSC any percent route, it is actually useful in other categories as well, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, we have Zack heading to the end of Sand now. SpeZy is not too far behind. Okay, don't die. Taking that extra dive there was a very smart decision on his part. Ooh, doing the spin throw roll cancel for the cactus. That's an interesting one. I don't even do that. But yeah, Zack is exiting Sand, and he is barely squeezing out a sub 11. My brain died. He's getting a 1057. 1058 maybe. Oh no, it's a 1057. It's a high one, but yeah. Still, that's a really good early game for his PB. Like sub 11 at 105 is pretty solid.
Yeah, I didn't start getting sub 11s until like low 104, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have pretty much no say in this because my early game has always been way better than my late game. I was getting 1018s when I had a 109. Granted on 1.0, but like still. It was a moment for sure. But yeah, anyways. Zack touching down in Lake Kingdom. I am curious as to if SpeZy will be going for Lake Clip. I'm fairly certain Zack doesn't do it. I don't know if SpeZy does it.
He did left side at 105, so...
That's true, but I feel like left side is way less risk overall than Lake Clip. Lake Clip can go a lot worse, I feel like.
Oh, right. Yeah, you probably know better than I do.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Zack
of course.
Not going for
yeah,
Lake
of course
Clip.
not going for it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, so where my eyes are right now is on SpeZy because I want to see if he goes through a Lake Clip here. Because if he does, he could save back 7 seconds over the lead that Zack has, but I am not sure if he goes through it. Oh, okay. I feel like a lot of these mistakes that they're making are the result of pure nerves. Like, these don't look like mistakes that would be happening in a general PB attempt. This just looks like I'm shaky, and I am just making a couple of mistakes I shouldn't be doing. Okay, yeah, we do have a Lake Clip setup. And that does look good. First try Lake Clip from SpeZy. That's awesome. That's...
Yeah.
Oh, no! Oh, messing up the out of bounds. That's really the worst thing that could happen there. That's something you really don't want to see.
He didn't get the checkpoint, did he?
He did not get the checkpoint.
Yeah, so he lost all the time that he spent setting it up.
Yeah, he just had to, he literally just has to bail out and do the other route at this point. That's really unfortunate. But we are still pretty early on in the race. We're less than a quarter of the way through. I keep trying to talk too fast.
And even less, and even a lower percentage of like potential run killers, because there's still Nut Clip, there's still like all of MSSL.
Yeah, for sure. Nut Clip is going to be the one that's coming up the soonest. That's coming up in Wooded Kingdom. Only about a minute and a half into Wooded Kingdom as well.
It was SpeZy who messed up out of bounds.
Yeah, SpeZy messed up out of bounds, so just had to go back to the Rango route. But, like I said, this is not even close to over. Like, when you consider how much of the run is left, and the fact that SpeZy does have a 2-minute better PB, and he was saying that his early game is typically worse than his late game, mostly due to, you know, the parental control shenanigans we were talking about.
Only like 10 seconds though.
Yeah.
Although it can still be that can still be the case.
Yeah, no, 10 seconds in CCS is quite a lot. Like if we're being real, it's there's a pretty big difference between, you know, a 10:19 and a 10:09, or a 10:09 and a 9:59, or even like an 11 flat and a 10:50. There's a lot of difference there. I shouldn't have gone with like the super high level comparisons. I keep I keep commentating like I'm commentating the A-tourney, but that is not happening yet.
Oh,
Also,
just
Mhm.
one more coin than he needs. That's
Zach did a Rango route and still only has 1 coin after this. That's crazy. Also, wait, is he not doing tree route? Okay. So this is gonna be almost definitely a route difference, because I feel like there's almost no way SpeZy doesn't do tree route. But he is coming up on Nut Clip here. That looks good. Yeah, okay, nice. Oh my gosh, his out of bounds is so scary. Like, that movement there was just... I don't know. I haven't seen anything like it, but he did make it work. SpeZy had a bit of issues with the bunny there, but still making it through with without any real issues. Just some slight time loss from the bunny. Okay.
Is he not gonna turn the camera up?
Yeah, he didn't manip the uproot properly there. I guess he doesn't know the, like, the super fast uproot setup, but that only loses, like, a second. It's not a big deal. But yeah, normally what you want to do there is you want to turn the camera up right after you get out of the shop and then center it as you're doing the, first cap bounce after the triple jump.
Every time somebody gets a shallow angle coming out of the maze,
I don't know if that clip worked. Oh no! Yeah, that's really rough. I'm sorry to cut you off. I saw that happen.
No, that's more important.
Yeah, but yeah, you were saying though. You can continue.
Every time I see somebody take a roll cancel angle that shallow, it always looks like they're gonna fall into the deep woods. But then I realize, like, you have so much room, like that. Like it's really hard to not have. Alright, let's see this roll cancel.
Oh, that's not working. Yeah. By the way, I want to note that SpeZy did the Goryuya route movement very well. Like, that was some of the most beautiful movement I've ever seen for that.
I have never seen. He threw out Cappy to set up a vault to go to the tank. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that was just some super clean movement. It seems like he has practiced that a lot and he's in the know on how to back up missing nut clips, so that's very good. Yeah, but yeah, SpeZy living in 2020, 3,000. 2020, 3,000. That's a number. so high IQ that we have to make up numbers. Yeah, 11-7. Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, 2020, 3,000. Okay, so yeah, SpeZy's gonna be taking damage on the Piranha. That was just BS. That was some hitbox shenanigans going on there. He hella dove on top of that Piranha. And yeah, some more capture taken spam to let us know that he's not exactly happy with that one either. Yeah, going for Spear, I respect it in a race setting. Yeah. As for SpeZy, I almost because he didn't kill the Piranha before. What is that FRS setup? I'm sorry to cut you off again, but he spin pounded straight backwards and then spin pounded back forward. That was crazy. I've never seen anyone do that. I'm sorry. You can continue. Well, it looks like it looks. Well, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention, but it looks safer, but a little slower. Yeah. It's definitely slower than the typical roll cancel, but I've never seen anyone take FRS like that. That's why it caught me so off guard. This guy has a lot of things up his sleeve, it seems like. A lot of quote-unquote safety strats. Like, I'd assume that's a safety strat when you can't do the roll cancel or something, but that was so awesome. Yeah, we do have some support from Zach in the chat as well, telling SpeZy that he can catch up easy, which you love to see. You love to see the sportsmanship. But yeah, SpeZy is going to be going for Spiritless, whereas Zach went for Spirit, so if he does this well, he can save 7 seconds. I was going to say, had he... I-
Okay.
yeah, that's.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, if SpeZy had, like, I almost forgot that SpeZy didn't get Knucklet because he didn't kill the piranha before going to the that nut around the corner.
Yeah, he might have honestly forgotten himself and then remembered as he was going over there. Or it could have just been pure muscle memory kicking in, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, normally I don't kill the piranha here, and I'm not really thinking too hard about it. It's another thing that could be happening. But yeah, we see Zack going into Cloud, and SpeZy is not that far behind in the grand scheme of things. Like, that was, honestly, considering the missed Knucklet, that Wooded was completely fine. Seemed to me, I think it's something like a 540-ish. I wasn't paying that much attention to the exits, but probably better, honestly, considering the Gorilla route only loses like 20. It would be something around there, though, for sure. But yeah, we have the Cloud fight here, and we see Zack nailing all the fast hats, so getting out of Cloud with no issues there, which is nice.
It's good for my employment.
That is true, yeah. Also, Zack, a golden Cloud apparently. Pretty cool.
Now I want to see as many goals as I can from these runners, cause yeah.
Yeah. Interesting meme tree setup from Zack as well, doing a spin pound, then a long jump, then a triple jump. Oh no! Took that way too aggressively. That is not what you like to see there. That's less than a 20-second loss, though. So it's not that big of a deal. Just needs to not let it tilt him, get it over with, get meme tree done with, and move on. He's gonna take this... Still not taking it that safe! I thought he was gonna take it way safer the next time, considering the death. But honestly, I can respect it. If you're confident in your movement, you might as well just keep going for it. Alright, SpeZy coming out of Cloud as well with no major issues. The cycle is messed up for Zack because of the death he took. Okay, so he's just gonna be cap bouncing there. Oh no. He's gonna be caught between cycles again. This is an area where you never really want to be in. Okay, just walking. Honestly, probably handled that better than I would have. Also, hi Jake. Smile. But yeah, oh god, taking a bonk on the Klepto platform. This loss is really just not going Zack's way here. There's just been a lot of issues. SpeZy ledge grabbing.
You can ledge grab there? What?
Yes, yeah, you can. Yeah, it's pretty. Now you know.
You learn something new every day.
Seems like yeah. Oh no! Don't die. Oh my god! Wait. What a backup! He can just get cage triple. He can get both cage mints. What a backup! Holy shart! That's ridiculous. That is a crazy backup. I would never be able to think on my feet like that. I would have 100% just dove into the poison.
Yeah, well, you do get both moons in Darker, so yeah. it is something. So it is something.
Wait, reverse repeat hold. Hold on. Oh! I'm pausing. No, barely not working. That was very close to working. I respect going for it, honestly.
I'm surprised he goes for that level. I thought that was a sub-hour thing.
I don't do it. I thought it was a sub-hour thing too, although I have heard that there are some new setups that make it easier, like Eek has been trying to get me to learn it, or at least has offered to help me learn it in the past, so...
Well, considering how little it saves, I'm more surprised that a 102 runner is doing it in a race too.
Yeah, also, yeah, SpeZy did not hit the cage there.
Yeah, I almost forgot he has to get both.
Yeah. Did miss the cage the first time, but getting it with pretty much no issues second time around.
Actually, yes. The chat.
No! Oh my
That's
gosh.
really bad.
Yeah, Lost Kingdom is just treating both of these runners like absolute garbage. There's been deaths on both sides.
It's so annoying when that it's so annoying when that happens because the movement to get that moon without stepping on the ridge is just so awkward.
Yeah.
Like that's just about the worst, one of the worst things that can happen in a race because like one single death doesn't lose much, but
yeah. At that point, what SpeZy did there is probably the best option, where you just die after getting the moon. And go back to the Odyssey, because the Klepto trigger is a big troll there if you haven't activated him, or if you died, so then he isn't activated anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't do that up throw threat.
Yeah, I mean you kinda can, but you have to do it really weirdly, I'm pretty sure, because you can't just dive straight on the bridge or else you get Kleptoed. So yeah, Zack is out to about a 1.5 minute lead right now, so it's still not unsalvageable. Like if we're talking purely based on PB difference and based on all the things we've seen happen already in this tournament in the second half of the run, this is not a sealed deal in the slightest.
Why do I feel like runners that like 101 or 102 level are the most likely to play so far off their PBs and slows? Oh damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think it's because when you're you need to touch the ground after that. Okay, coming back. I think it's because when you're at that level, you're at like a weird mid stage in your speedrunning like I guess you could say career, where it feels like you start to feel like you're like actually really good at the game because you are at that point, but then you start adding things that you might not be 100% consistent with. And it's just because of the fact that once you get to that level, there are a lot of strats that open up to you that are just inconsistent, you know? Which is basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like
we got some Goomba we got some Goomba fuck action going on here. Okay, just bailing out. That's fine. That's fine. It's still the Shirani bounce there.
I like that. Well, somebody did bring up in the chat earlier that SpeZy is a BTT grinder, so it would make sense that like he has all these strats under his belt.
That is very true. Yeah, I should have censored that strat name. I'm sorry. Goomba darn. Yeah. And the reason it's called that is because I think it was named by Acrid, and I think he was mad at it because your hat can get stuck under the elevator when you're going up. I think that is the origin of that strat name. But Zack getting
Goomba Freak
first try. Goomba Freak, yeah, maybe just Goomba Freak. Goomba Frick.
Oh, I've seen people say Goomba Heck.
Yeah, I have seen Goomba Heck before as well. There's a lot going on.
But back to what I was saying before SpeZy had that cool thread. I feel like runners they implement strats sooner than they probably should for the level, like which might be a cause of like them like just snowballing and not having that much experience with the game.
Yeah, like not having the required experience to add so many hard strats, you know? It's like, I'm not trying to talk down on runners or anything, it's just coming from the perspective of someone who still hasn't added some of the strats that I've seen these runners go for. It's like, if you can do it, if you are good enough to do it consistently, I'm not going to blame you, go for it. But there is a super high skill requirement to get consistent at a lot of the harder strats in this game. Like, reverse repeatal, in order to do that 100% consistently, you need to spend hours grinding that thing off. It's kind of stupid, and that's why I haven't learned it yet.
Another thing that I feel could be a cause is like them starting to do like reset heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I have a 103 and I still like finish a lot of my runs, so I feel comfortable doing that game on a timer. SpeZy having a little trouble with
Oh,
RC,
there we go. Yeah, speaking of finish to attempt ratios, I just opened up my splits to check. On this splits file, I have 85 out of 9,014 runs finished. I think I finished less than 1% of my runs. That's funny.
Well,
that's so stupid.
Well, you do have sub hours, so it's not. I can't blame you.
I know, but still, it's stupid. Okay, Zach having the weirdest acrid climb I've ever seen, but he does make it work, so I'm not gonna knock it. And another thing to note is that Zach did musician's route, and I want to see a SpeZy opts for bullet building, because that is like a good 2 or 3 seconds. And he is gonna be opting.
He is gonna be.
Okay, cool.
Reverse torpedo left side.
Yeah, reverse torpedo left side, bullet building,
Not surprised he would do bullet building at this point.
Yeah, reverse torpedo is like the main thing. The fact that he went for that in this race is really cool. Like, I have to commend him for that, because I wouldn't even dare try that. Also, having some funny pole moments right there.
That looks really hard to do intentionally.
Yeah, well, Sly, I'm on my 6th any percent splits file because, oh, wow.
And
okay,
he's already not saving time.
Oh, what? Pole physics, dude! I'm sorry for laughing. That was insane. I've never seen that. That's so stupid. Pole physics, dude. I shouldn't be laughing. That was just straight up BS.
You're laughing. You're laughing at the pole physics.
Yeah, no, I'm not laughing at SpeZy. That is just straight up BS. And I have never seen BS that big in this sub area before. It's actually wild.
Kind of cool that he got the bullet bill with the death cycle.
Yeah. Because the death cycle is a little weird. You do have to delay some of your inputs because it is a slightly delayed cycle. Okay, SpeZy, what are you doing? Okay.
Dude, SpeZy
I just want to see him. I just want to see him finish the run. I just want to see him finish the run. Is all. Like, I just want to see both of these runners finish. I don't care about the outcome. I just want to see both of them finish.
SpeZy trying to play like a sub-hour runner, but ends up playing at the speed of us one. Never mind.
Yeah, let's not. But that's. I mean, that's fair because we've had people do that before. Like, I mean, we have people like Ekwon who like never reached sub-hour, but like he was kind of like that in 2018, where he was doing the stupidest strats ever. And for a while, like he could never get runs going, but then he did end up getting world record for a while eventually.
Yeah, like guys, no matter how dumb a strat may seem, if you're good enough, go for it. I'm not gonna like I don't want to like jump you for that, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to discourage people from trying things. But sorry, I'll let you finish.
Especially if they for example like want sub-hour one day, like they're gonna have to implement that strats one way or another. Zach, not going for Snowdram. Like,
oh yeah.
I respect it. It can be pretty
SpeZy getting stuck on the people. That's interesting. But yeah, I can respect not going for. Oh my god, Zach! He got way too close to that to the wall he was diving over. But I can respect not going for Snowdram in a tourney because like the route itself saves a good like 10 at most, and then if you miss it once, it loses 18.
And
so
if he's at 105 level, chances are he probably hasn't been doing it for that long. So
yeah.
So I definitely respect not going for it.
Oh yeah.
At this
Ooh,
point.
that was a really he went too far with that triple. He got a ton of speed.
It feels
That's like the ideal triple, but you just have to cap through really early after you get something like that. Oh, I'm getting absolutely blocked by the blowy Joey there.
it feels so good to get that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do the spin pound there because the triple jump is too finicky for me, but still you can get some crazy boosts with the spin pound. SpeZy says he's going to be doing ICC, so let's see how that one ends up. That would be the most just insane play I've ever seen in a tournament.
Yeah, I would. If he actually gets that, I would. Well, if he goes for that.
Oh my God, Zach taking 2 bonks in the 3 bonks in the hallway. Oh yeah. I love Snow Kingdom hallways. Oh, don't die!
Shiveria, the bonk, what is it? The place for bonking. I had to come up with something better.
Yeah. No, you can bonk so easily in those. Zach killing all of his Goombas, D-colon, and bonking and not getting the moon, which honestly takes skill. Because normally if you bonk there, you grab the moon. So honestly missing the moon just... Oh no! Value dive! Oh.
He tried... Yeah. He saw that he didn't get the triple, so he tried... Well... Actually... Oh, that's right, because...
ICC, yeah. SpeZy is committing to ICC by getting that moon now. He is full committed to this route, so... This is gonna be interesting.
I wonder what he's gonna do if he doesn't get it like the first few tries. If he's gonna keep going for it forever and ever, or
yeah, I'm not sure. At this point, it's like you might as well. I feel like SpeZy probably just feels that he's not gonna be able to catch up no matter what he does if he doesn't try some stupid stuff. So I mean, might as well.
Yeah. So yeah, on Zach's side, this is a room that you don't see in any percents, but it can still be pretty fun to watch depending on the strat that you go for.
Yeah, that room is one of my least favorite in Darker just because of the lump, but that isn't there 90%. So yeah, but if you don't do Snowdram, that is the fastest. Oh no, SpeZy!
That's so annoying.
But yeah, that what I was gonna say is if you don't do Snowdram, that Rango room is like the best option usually. Oh, this backup is spicy. I like this backup. That's an awesome backup right there. More backup knowledge shining through. That's pretty cool.
I've never done that.
I've only seen it. I've never tried it myself.
Okay, SpeZy.
Okay. Bingo strat poggies. That's true, actually. Alright, Zach at the beginning of Seaside right now. I am really pause champing pretty hard to see SpeZy's ICC attempts here. Zach taking a bonk at the beginning.
He can just get up and act like it's never happened.
Okay, so yeah, we do have ICC.
Easy?
No, yeah, you do. That's the normal strat. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I was gonna say SpeZy pause champ.
Oh yeah, we're pausing. I wonder what variation of ICC we're gonna see as well. Are we gonna see like the full-on RCB, like no setup, or like what's this gonna be? I wanna see this. Okay. I want a return jump there. Doing a homing captor to save it. Okay. Okay, we are gonna be seeing a setup. Ah, okay. Not quite. Too far left there.
I feel like you lost all the time that you could have saved by doing that.
No! Oh, the fake clip. Sad. Looks like he's gonna keep going for it though.
Yeah, like in a race setting, I think he might be doing it for the clout.
Yeah, seems like a more for the fans thing. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. Okay,
Good
third
shit,
try.
SpeZy.
Yeah, honestly, good on you for just sticking to it. That's awesome. That's what you love to see right there.
Oh, right. He's got a...
Yeah, so I do Snowdrum.
Yeah, I almost forgot about Snowdrum because...
Homing through a Snowdrum, based. We love some fellow based homing through Snowdrum users.
Is that easier than the normal
It is.
strat?
It is. It's a lot easier if you know how to homing throw well, anyways.
So it's like more consistent.
Yeah.
Like safer but slower.
It's a safer but slower thing, exactly. Yeah. It is about a second slower than no homing throw, but at the same time, since I do a really fast setup list with it, then like I pretty much go even with the average setup Snowdrum.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I almost forgot he was gonna do Snowdrum because he did early shop. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That's an ICC thing.
Yeah, you get the shop there and then you just warp straight out of that room.
So yeah, Zach having a pretty clean seaside. Of course, other than that bonk at the beginning. No, it's just there.
Yeah, other than the bonk, he is mad chillin'. Obviously, a very solid seaside. This run seems pretty good for Zach as well. Like, this is only about 4 minutes off what I would want in, like, a sub-hour run. Or, like, honestly, mid-low, more like a mid-59 run for me. So, he is on what I would call PB pace, but at the same time, I do not know his late game, so I cannot say for sure. For me, though, this run that he's on could be a mid-103. So, if he can play within about, like, a minute and a half of what I normally do in LRBM, then he can get a PB here. Okay, he is 4 seconds out of his PB. Interesting, so the neutral bounce salt triple. Oh my god! Ring around the rosy. What the hell? That looks so weird. Zach, stop scaring me, please.
Surprised he does that at this level.
Yeah, me too. It
like
seems like literally one.
And it looks so much tighter than using the little what's it called, ledge.
Yeah. Yeah, like Hey There doesn't do salt triple when he has a mid 59 because his setup with the ledge is so good that he only loses a second. But yeah, Zach doing the neutral bounce on salt triple there makes it honestly probably barely even save time if it does. So if he wants to keep doing salt triple, then he should probably learn to not do the neutral bounce there. But I don't know. Maybe if he wants to stick with it, then so be it. I can't judge.
Dude, everybody wants to be the next Sabaro.
Dude, everyone wants to be the next Sabaro, and it's kind of crazy how many Sabaros there are. Like I celebrated the 1 year anniversary of my Sabaro.
Oh, sorry, Gannon. Interesting kelp order by SpeZy. He did what we normally do, the third kelp second. Like he did clockwise.
Oh, okay, so he went clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Remember? That's interesting.
Is that faster BTT? I wonder.
Maybe. Like this is a guy with a lot of BTT knowledge, so maybe he knows. Reverse kelp for Unimu? Okay. I assume that's a uni strat. Okay. Zach's setup for overlooking the ingredients there scared me, but he is fine. Just gonna be rolling over here. I assume he's just gonna do the triple jump setup for this. Yep. Very nice. No issues there. I know that was a thing that really, like, haunted me at a mid-level. I was never good at that movement to get the Kratesman, so seeing him not mess that up is a very good thing. And yeah, Zach is apparently on major PB pace because he is -6 with 48 seconds in Bowser's, so could be seeing his first ever sub 105 in the tourney, which would be cool.
104.06 BPT. Looking at splits.
Oh wow, that is big PB. And yeah, SpeZy is apparently going for Spiritless, fun stuff. Also,
Nope.
roll cancel salt triple. That's not working. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. Zach having to wait an extra cycle here, losing like 4-ish seconds to the lava bubble. Okay. Zach taking another bonk. Interesting RCB.
I think that's in the BTT.
Yeah, fairly certain. Okay, this is spiritless, so interesting. Oh, that is.
He does
scary.
not have the vector.
Yeah, just taking the rainbow spin, barely making it work.
Wow,
That-
I'm surprised he
Zach,
could make
no.
that.
Oh, don't die, just don't die. No, that's really unfortunate. But yeah, back to what you were saying about SpeZy Spiritless there. Like, the trigger extends way further out than you think it does. Like, it's not just on the arena. Like, I hella thought he was touching it there.
Like, how the hell do you get that without a vector?
I don't know, he did a rainbow spin. But still, that's kind of crazy. Zach having some more forkstrom issues, but...
Well, he is, he does still have a lot of time save. So maybe he can still win over?
Yeah, for sure. Like, he still has almost a minute in Bowser's. And that combined was probably 30 seconds at most. It's having a bit of issues here with the jutting Kragman, but that setup looks good. Yeah, okay. Getting up there. SpeZy having to redo slots. Oh, pause champ. Let's go. Zach having some pan bro issues.
I do commend SpeZy to like doing all this cool stuff for the fans.
Oh, getting trolled by geometry. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's no way he would do this if he was confident in him being able to catch up. He's just showing off his game knowledge. Like, I can't do these routes. I cannot do Spiritless. So.
Yeah, he is a BTT grinder, so I think he just wants to show us how cool his BTT grinding skills are.
Yeah, and I mean, like, just knowing how to
term.
do Spiritless at a 102 is cool, because I still literally have no idea how to do this. Like, I've never done this route before in my life.
Yeah, Spiritless just looks so hard. Everything about Spiritless just looks so hard.
Mm-hmm. It does remove the RNG element of cheese, but it makes everything so much harder. Like, it removes this tiny bit of RNG, so all of the time loss is your fault when it happens, but there's so many more opportunities to actually take that time loss. Oh, Zach with that bonk. Hopefully he knows the backup here. He does. Okay, why do you capture? You do not capture there. Oh my god, no! Oh, that's terrible. I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, he's not ahead of PB anymore.
That really sucks to see.
I wonder...
SpeZy having no speed with the turnip right now, but doing a long jump here. This is that working? That should work, actually. Yeah, okay, he's good. Alright, turnips is probably the hardest part of Spiritless, at least to do fast. The spewers, the turnips do not like to work well.
Okay, to do fast. I was about to say.
Yeah, to do like absolutely fast. Yeah, and yeah, Zach coming in with the about 7:45 luncheon, so that is obviously not what you want to see there, but. I don't think it's PB pace anymore, which is really sad to see. PB equals dead, 2DSS equals alive. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Hey, you never know. Maybe Zach could pull out some strats that he's never done with and save more time, save enough time to make PB alive again. Who knows?
Who knows? And we see SpeZy coming up to the invisible block jump here. Another hard part of Spiritless. Getting it? I think he's gonna be going for the fork here. Yeah, okay. Just taking it safe.
I never thought that you could do that. Like,
Yeah, that's a backup if you don't have enough forward momentum there.
that looks like something I just go for anyway. So here's another cool little thing that we you don't normally see, and like in the normal routes. Another darker sub area.
Yeah.
And any percent.
Yeah. Yeah, this sub area is really fun to do well and extremely aggravating when it goes wrong, so, yeah. Okay, just jumping straight across the middle, not even going to the platform. Interesting stuff there.
Well, when he got there, the platform was just so, like,
well, I mean, no,
far.
you can still jump straight to it, like...
Oh, right.
But, yeah, that's why it surprised me. I don't know if what he did would have been faster. Maybe it would have if he didn't take damage.
I think
This
what
is
he did was...
some weird timer challenge setup. He's good, okay. Anyways, what were you saying about his magma sub-area stuff? That scared me.
Oh, I was about to say that, like, if he doesn't do that sub-area normally, then he probably doesn't, like, he probably doesn't have much experience with, that, using that to, like, navigate that small section.
That is very true. And, as we're going into Ruin here, I guess I might as well talk about some, sponsor stuff. Shoutouts to the Urban Arts Partnership for, bringing you guys this tourney, !UAP to learn more. We do have some prize pools for the tournament at the moment. The A tourney prize pool is currently at $250, and the league prize pool is at $1,000 at the moment. So we do have some pretty big prize pools coming up here, which I think is cool. Even for just the A tournament, which is to determine who gets into the league, there's a $250 prize pool. So I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, SpeZy coming into Ruined here as Zach is leaving. So they are about one entire boss fight apart.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Oh yeah, no problem. So yeah, Zach is going to BM now. His PBT is unfortunately worse than his PB after that luncheon fiasco. But I mean, still, he can get a time really close to his PB here with a good BM Bowser's Moon. So yeah, starting out Bowser's... The start of Bowser's isn't too bad. Oh. never mind. I would like to, okay, I'm sorry, I need to collect my thoughts after that just happened. That was just really funny to me for some reason. But yeah, Zach having an overall mostly problemless ogre, which is nice. SpeZy, if you're listening, man, just finish it out, bro. I believe. It doesn't matter who wins. This is the first round of groups. Just finish it out, man. You don't want to have a DNF on your race record. Especially coming from me when I have forfeited multiple tournament races in the past. It's not fun, don't do it. It messes with the stats as well. So, yeah, just finish it out, man. We believe. Zach with some interesting shard strategy coming up here. Making it work, though. It's not the cleanest, but also no deaths and no damage, so I mean, that's pretty much the two basic things that you want to see in shards. No deaths, no damage. So yeah, SpeZy is less than 2 minutes behind here, but I think at this point, there's too little game left for SpeZy to catch up with just movement. He is gonna have to hope that Zach messes up if he wants to win this. But, like I said, I don't really care who wins. As a commentator, I'm just kind of an unbiased party. I just want to see both of these runners finish. Zach missing Bowser's run there.
I want to see both of these runners play extremely well from here on out, so that my boss doesn't yell at me.
You have some ulterior motives, but you got the right spirit. Also, we are going to be seeing Topper first, so never mind. I am going to be rooting for SpeZy for here on out. So,
well, it's good. It's good to. It's always good for runners to play well. Anyway,
no more unbiased. I have bias now. Okay, of course I'm joking. But
this makes me root for Zach even more, to be honest.
Really? Or you're a Topper first, Gangy?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I always go Harriet first, but I that's just because I find Harriet harder. I don't.
Did you guys know that people who do Topper first live longer?
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. Now, I might have to try that out sometime. I was not expecting you to say that, of all the things you could have said. Also, shoutouts to Jambo playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe coming up on SpeZy's Switch there. Okay, SpeZy was going for new shards and taking a bit of a hit there with that bonk. Time difference is about 2 minutes, Sushi Squid, somewhere around there. Zach is in the lead by about 2 minutes. SpeZy is going to be poking the wall. Like, you can see, like, the very first few frames of that animation with the circle appearing in the wall next to the beak.
I assume that was not intentional.
It was not, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen him do some crazy things.
Yeah. What's that gonna do though? Like Pokemon box clip, get the box moon without blowing up.
Oh well, you know, maybe there was gonna be some whack ass clip that would allow him to get that out through crates.
Yeah, go to turret moon. Clip through the wall, just get the beneath the turret moon. That could be based.
I've always wondered if you can. Oh,
okay,
wow.
Zach. Wow, interesting backup right there.
Damn, that was ballsy. Not even cat throwing there.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say, like, I've always wondered if you could do a moon clip. Okay, I think it's safe. If you could do a moon clip with the moon that you get after getting the 5th shard in Darker.
Oh, the glory hole moon? I think you can. Wait, why hasn't anyone? Why?
Yeah, can we do that?
that feels like something that would be a thing. I kind of want to try that now.
I want to try that for I'm a BTT grind after work.
I mean, it's not even
actually
BTT,
somebody can do that.
Like if that was RTA, like that would save so much time.
Oh, SpeZy.
1 health coming out of Harriet here. I hope he has the checkpoint still available because Zach is done with the leg climb, which is, in my opinion, the hardest part to make. Oh my god!
He's fine.
No, SpeZy.
Actually, I don't think that loses too much because
it doesn't lose that much, but that's still just sad.
Oh, he has to retake that wire.
Yeah, he didn't get the checkpoint.
But I guess it wasn't. Yeah.
It's fine though. It's not that big of a deal. Zach coming up on target acquired here, which is the other hard part of mech. He's standing so far back. He delays his dives so much. Oh, he goes on the side platform next to it. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a cool setup. Wonder if that's easier than normal TA.
It probably is if he goes for it. I would assume it's easier because that is definitely not faster. So that's what you love to see there from Zach.
I don't know if I want to see SpeZy go for all the BTT strats or go for all the consistent strats.
I mean, at this point, he's got pretty much nothing to lose. Unless Zach has, like, the biggest moon meltdown I've ever seen.
I want him to go for all the BTT strats and nail every single one of them.
Yeah, let's see the 315 mech right now. Let's see it. Pipeless, baby. Let's go!
Yo, make my boss proud.
Okay, so you mess up the triple there, but that's not that big of a deal. So, oh, that's a bit of a bigger deal. Just go in the water, go in the water, go in the water, go in the water.
Okay,
oh,
yeah,
wow.
Good.
Okay. He knows that backup. Good. I'm glad he knows the backup. I'm just glad he knows the backup in that case. Like, he's not losing as much time as he could be.
I just realized you never.
Oh, he is doing
wait,
pipeless. He is doing pipeless. Huh? He is doing pipeless. I said that as a joke. My man took me seriously. Okay.
What's that save?
It saves like 0.7 and it's RNG because of the spiny positions, so it's pretty cool. I think it saves more now because there's like some crazy strats that like Tyrone does with it that can make it save more than like the original 0.7 that it did originally. But yes. I like English. It saves like 1.5 or something. Okay, yeah. So it saves pretty much double the time it used to. Gotcha. So yeah, Zach coming into Moon here, SpeZy in the mech fight. Long jump. That is what happens when you try to do a backflip too quick there. I cut you off.
Oh, I didn't have anything. Damn.
That is just absolutely bodied by mech there. There's nothing you can really do in that situation.
Okay, yeah, that is definitely worth.
Yeah, it's one of those phases. It's the second phase. Yeah, that's not. You just hate to see it. Did Zach just miss Moonskip, by the way? I wasn't paying that much attention. Because I was looking at SpeZy. I mean, he got up there with no issues that time.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't paying attention either.
Okay, I think by the capture spam there, I think he probably missed it, because he spammed the capture taken button. So, I think he may or may not have missed Moonskip. SpeZy is standing in the complete wrong spot for Harriet there. That was interesting. Oh, new TA. Nope. What the heck?
I saw. But I was about to say that doesn't look like the sort of thing that you do for new TA.
Yeah, it looked like in between the two setups. It was weird.
Like he capped through. Like he capped through there, which I don't think was. Yeah, he's at 1 health.
Yeah, I thought he died. I thought he died, dude. Okay, he's fine. Okay, we're out of there.
Got a little too close for that bomb.
Yeah, that one really made me uncomfortable. Wow. Okay.
Dak just jumping over these fire breaths of Bowser.
Not even rolling over it. Cringe.
Not doing the bonk that BTT
Oh yeah,
does.
the bonk, dude. That was in Com Sub for so long. It was in BTT for a while as well. I think when Miles had the BTT, the Miles bonk.
Do you think with how little height bonking gives you that Bowser's big ass breaths could just burn you?
Rolling as well. You can roll over it because it's basically just a floor check. Like the hitbox is just on the floor. It looks like a big fire thing, but it's just a floor check. You just can't be touching the ground when it goes by you.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why like when I'm there, I always roll over the fire just cuz. SpeZy says that he will do Miles Bonk. Another pro for the fans move. You just love to see it.
I like that. And wait, Zach?
Oh. Let's go. This could be huge. No.
If Zach,
I don't think he knows how to do it. Dude, no, yeah. He had no idea. I applaud him for going for it, but still. That's a
what if you just... That's fine.
Yeah?
Oh, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. But like, I didn't plan what I was gonna say.
Nice. Especially doing a spin pound there. What kind of strat? That was interesting. Is that fast? Is that a thing?
Wait, where did he spin pound? I was watching that.
After the triple jump vector at the beginning of Moon, he just did a spin pound instead of a roll. You missed the rocket flyer there. Okay. Also, yeah, Zach is in pillars. So...
no shot that's spin pound fast.
Yeah, I was like that was weird strat going on there. I had to
one wall jump?
Jam and chat. Oh,
one
nice. Well, two
wall.
technically two.
Oh yeah.
Didn't exactly get the ending he wanted there, so it did turn into a quote-unquote 2-wall jump. But that was the 1-wall jump setup. And we are gonna be having Zach finishing up here with a 106.15.
It's gonna be the second upset we've seen.
Yeah.
In the second match of the tourney.
Wait, he didn't hold forward. He didn't hold forward for 2 seconds. Why? What is he doing?
Wait, do you hold forward for like the entirety of the thing? Like, do you have to?
Yeah, you hold forward when you get in the way. He lost 2 seconds there. Yo,
SpeZy
did the bonk. Let's go. Did it again. Let's go. The double. You absolutely love to see it.
True winner in our hearts.
Yeah.
Wait, did
Miles bonk.
SpeZy do Harry first?
Yes.
Okay, that undoes it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, but the bonk is just, you know, you gotta like.
You did it on purpose. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
If there's one thing.
Another one. Let's go.
Hey, what did he do on purpose?
He did the not holding up in the wire on purpose.
Oh. Okay.
Before I get internet bullied, SpeZy has no audio. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering why there was no SpeZy audio coming through, but yeah. Zach is gonna be taking this home, which is a pretty interesting upset. Like, of course, it's not really a quote-unquote upset. I just like calling anything where, like, the person with the worst PD wins. I just see that as an upset.
Well, that is an upset, right?
Yeah, but I mean, TMV in chat said I wouldn't really call it an upset, so it's just like...
right. Yeah. I think maybe there's different levels of upset.
Yeah. SpeZy is on 109 pace, but I don't know if he's going to be going for TDSS to potentially
there's
really drive it home.
no shot he's not.
Yeah, I mean, he has to.
Assuming he knows how to. There's no way he doesn't know how to.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way he doesn't do it, right? I feel like there's no way he does it. Or doesn't. Oh, interesting, okay.
I respect it.
Yeah, no, it's respectable. I thought he would have just because Zach went for it. That's why I was thinking that.
He just wants to make this run history over with.
Yeah, I think he just wants.
Speaking of like SpeZy going for like cool stuff, like I know like SpeZy is gonna be the second one to finish here, but like, can we just take a moment to like get like recognize that he did Spearless, Reverse Torpedo,
ICC.
ICC.
He did ICC, dude.
I don't know how I forgot about that. I think it was.
Oh my god.
Like I think Spearless was like much more established than ICC, which is why I didn't think about ICC much. But
oh yeah. I think he definitely was just doing ICC just to do it, and Spiritless seemed like he more knew what he was doing.
But like, I respect him doing all that, like for the fans, even if he didn't necessarily save time with it.
Yeah.
Like, that was fun. All that was fun to watch.
That was so fun to watch, yeah. Like, that was one of the most fun matches I've ever commentated. I think this is a 110 flat. Which would be a really funny time to end on, honestly. It is a 110 flat. That's, awesome.
Only respecting setupless ICC.
Yeah, but GG to SpeZy.
Yeah,
Thank you for finishing.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for. Thanks for finishing. Again, all those like cool strats were fun to watch.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun to watch. And
Definitely
we do have
gave-
Zach. Oh yeah, sorry. You can finish.
Definitely gave us something to talk about for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, I had some pretty awesome reactions this race just because of how much was going on. But yeah, we do have Zach in for an interview here.
Hello, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Hello, sorry, I had the stream on and Discord and I didn't know what's going on. Hello! Hi guys!
What's up, dude? That was a really fun race to watch.
Yeah,
not only
that was
because
interesting.
you were on PB pace into luncheon, and SpeZy was doing the most insane
I know.
balls to the wall strats
Every
I've ever
time
seen.
I looked over to the stream, I just saw SpeZy doing something just completely crazy.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on there. But yeah, I'm really glad both of you guys finished. It was a really,
I know.
really
I'm
fun.
really glad you did.
Yeah, really, really fun race to watch. But yeah, can I get your general thoughts on your run? Like, just overall, what could have...
It's just... I hate it. I can't tell you how many times I've been on pace in the last 2 weeks, and I just can't get past this 105, and I don't know what. The best PB I've had since June was 2 seconds. I went from a 105.19 to 105.17, and that's been it since June, so...
man, that's...
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, any percent is so prone to mental blocks.
Yeah.
That's really how it happens. Like, you know, I had the same thing happen to me when I had 100.21. It took me 5 months to PB to 100.19.
Really?
And then 2 months after that.
Yeah.
So yeah. And we also have SpeZy joining us too. So we do have the
Let's go.
whole group coming in here, which is awesome.
Hello.
Yo, SpeZy,
Hey, SpeZy.
what's up, man?
Dude, SpeZy.
I'm a little bit disappointed with how I played, but I'm happy I got all the cool strats, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was that.
It was
We were so
fun.
happy to that you went for all that. Like even if you didn't necessarily save time with those strats, it definitely gave us something to talk about and
A lot
something for
to
the chat to talk about.
There was so
That
much
was
to
so
talk
fun.
about.
I'm really looking forward to listening to it back.
The thing
That
I'm
was an
most annoyed
awesome
with
race.
is, like, if I didn't go for a lot of stuff, I feel like I could have, like, kept up and maybe won the race if I was, like, in the mood and played better near the end.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it seemed like you just by the time you were going for ICC, it seemed like you just weren't in the mood and you just wanted to do cool stuff, which is fair. Like, at least that's the
I would have
vibe
only
I
been
got.
like a minute behind, and I think I could have maybe.
Yeah, are
come
you
back.
aware that I had like a 7:45 luncheon?
Yeah, my luncheon was better than yours, which was a bit weird because I did spewless.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on there. That luncheon was so unfortunate to watch.
I got a 7:09, and you got like a 7:45 or something.
yeah,
It was a
something like that.
7:45.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I
called another
guessed
103 earlier.
7:45. I'm awesome.
Luncheon.
You said 7-4x in chat, and I guessed 7:45, and I was right.
Yeah,
I'm
it was.
awesome.
Yeah. It was quite something.
Yeah. So here are our current standards. So we do have Zach standings English. But yeah, we do have Zach coming out with the early 1-0 over SpeZy, and the race that we just had before this, Cars won against Jay, so he's going up 1-0. And I am pretty sure this was the last race for today, unless there was one that was scheduled recently. I am almost 100% sure this was the last thing on the GSA schedule. Last time I checked.
Yeah. I know I have a match early to. Oh no, not
That's
early, but
probably mine, to be honest.
okay. Yeah, only two. I'm
I'm the
looking at the
first
match.
one.
Only 2 matches.
Okay, so yeah, that is going to be it for us today. But yeah, before we sign off, anything you two want to say about your runs? Anything else you just want to talk about, or is that pretty much it?
The best thing about my run I came 0.5 off of Golden Ruined with a bad controller, so I'll take it, I guess.
That's
That's
good.
awesome.
I just want to say, because I don't think I said it yet, just like, well done, SpeZy, for finishing that. Like, I was kind of worried that you were gonna forfeit, so I really hope that you do a little bit better in later races, because you deserve to get through.
For real.
I almost
for real.
wanted to hit reset in Night Metro.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I know
no,
you did.
that's when you said when you said you quit. I got so worried.
I know.
I'm
I was
so
like,
glad
this
you
could be
finished.
such a boring race for me.
I'm so glad you finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back tomorrow with more SMO any % and some Jack and Daxter later on in the day. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and peace out.
Yeah, peace out, guys.